Hello, dear ones, it's Alice. I am of the stars, and I have for you today episode 4.13 of the video series Satan's Powers and What to Do About Them by Alice B. Clagett. This episode 4.13 is called Father of Lies. As mentioned above, Satan is variously described as the devil, as father of lies, and as a murderer in John 8. I have verse 44, King James Version, public domain. This is the same verses discussed in the prior episode. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So this episode today has to do with the same verse, but the discussion centers around Satan as father of lies. And here's a comment. Definitely, Satan is a concealer of the infinite, loving, healing power of God. For instance, Satan can make us believe that we are very beautiful or very handsome. We may become so self-absorbed, so enamored of our finite selves, that we completely forget the infinite, which is God. For concentrating on the known, which is us and the physical world, we forget the great unknown that is within and without us. What I'm really saying here is that the great lie of life in the third dimension is that we forget the important thing. Satan somehow so enamors us of the physical world and of the input of our senses that we forget God from which we came, and we forget our immortal souls that are within us and that reflect the grandeur and awe and wonder of God Himself. So somehow we forget that. We see what's out there in the physical world, and we become enamored of that lie that's in the physical world, instead of remaining in accord with, in alignment with, and in love with the beauty and grace and joy of God's presence within our hearts and all around us. The Hindus call that soul ignorance, something that the devil promotes as the father of lies. Soul ignorance, ignorance of our souls, and ignorance of ourselves as a reflection of the qualities of God. I have for you an image called Narcissus by Caravaggio, painted by that artist in about 1600. It's from Wikimedia Commons and it's in the public domain. There's a young person, I think it's a young man, looking at himself in the water and enamored of the beauty of his physical form that he sees reflected in the water. See? Entranced, in fact, by his physical reflection in the water. And you can see he's wearing rather fine clothes, too. You know, Caravaggio was an interesting individual, and scandal surrounded his life and the talent of his artistry. And I have a few things to say about that in my website, Awakening with Planet Earth, https://awakeningwithplanetearth.com. If you go to that site and take a look at the article, I have to tell you there's some risque stuff in there, so there's a warning at the beginning. It says adult viewing, and the title then reads Adult Viewing, PG-13, Caravaggio and Baglioni today. Is Lucifer transforming to the light? That's the title. It's by me, Alice B. Clagett, and this article was written and published in the blog on 30 July 2018. You'll find out quite a bit about Caravaggio if you go there, I think. And probably not all of what you hear will be common knowledge. I've run into someone that reminds me of Caravaggio in real life in Los Angeles in the last 20 years or so. And he is written up under the nickname Castray Trucks. Well, you can take a look and see what you think. And that will be all I have for you today. May God bless you and keep you safe and be with you through all your days.